Alright, this is this can be a video demo about the sidebar topic topology. So we're going to try to go through this stuff. I've not really gone through all this before, but we'll try to figure it out. First thing I would think you'd want to do is go back to rendering to wireframe so we could see what is happening in topology. So subdivide usually multiplies the resolution, and I don't know if that's I just did it just did it. Let's reverse. So you could see that it looks like quadrupled the amount of polygons. So that's what subdivide does. Delete lower, I don't know what that means. Let's find out. I have no idea. Reverse. Oh, okay, so reverse actually basically did what undo did, I guess. Let's say, what does this mean? Delete higher. So I really don't know what the delete lower, delete higher means. I really don't know. I apologize, but I do know that subdivide seems to quadruple it. I don't know what this number means. Let's see. I really don't know either. Delete lower. So maybe these just give you a chance to go to these two buttons at the top. Who knows? But reverse basically is undo. Subdivide is to quadruple the polygons. So here you can remesh it. You could do it in triangles. Let's find out what happens if we do it in triangles. So it says meshing into manifold tris. Here it's quads. So right here you can see they're four-sided polygons. Let's switch it over, see what happens if we switch it over to triangles. So we press remesh. And remeshing usually takes a little bit of time. So we'll find out. So you can see it turned it all into these triangles. The triangles, I'm not sure if triangles are what is standardly used. I think that the quads are standardly used, for example, in animation. I think that they like things broken down in quads, but I don't know that for sure. Sculptress gets its name from triangles. Sculpt tris, that's the name. And so I think most places, ZBrush, places like that, work with quads. So for whatever that's worth, I'm a 3D print guy. Most of my models are meant for 3D printing, not for animation. So the type of mesh doesn't matter to me too much. So I don't know what this is. Dynamic typology, activated, no quads. I don't know what that means. Subdivision. So decimation. Decimation would be to remove, but I don't know how you activate that. So linear subdivision. So this is an area, the dynamic topology, I don't really understand. My apologies. But let's go back to what else remeshing is good for. So add a sphere, for example, they just added another sphere that's the same size. We want to go to the transform tool to move that sphere. We can add also, let's add a cylinder while we're at it. We keep the cylinder there. Add a cube. We can move that just for the heck of it. Let's move it back. Let's also add a torus, which is a donut. So we have all these objects here, and they're all separate. You can see I can still move them all. But we want to make it all a single mesh. So what you have to do is you have to click on to every object. This object, this sphere, is still in the wire mesh mode. That's why it looks different. So I've clicked onto all of these objects, and say we want to go back into quads. Right now we're in triangles, but we could go to quads, four-sided polygons, and we're going to remesh. So I'll probably dial that up somewhere in the middle and press remesh, and it'll become one single object. It'll no longer be separate objects that I can move. And it's possible that if I had clicked this on here at the same time I did this one, maybe that would be the difference. I really don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to wireframe so we can see what happened. Yeah, and everything's four-sided, no triangles. And you can see that it's all welded together. All the parts are welded together. Okay? But for the sake of symmetry, let's find out what it's like to sculpt it in symmetry. Symmetry, what happens? Well, we don't want wireframe on. Turn that off. So let's find the symmetry line. Go to scene, show mirror line. So this is the symmetry line. So it's a little bizarre. I think that could be fun for somebody. Control Z. So, yeah, actually I think there's something interesting about that, where you could take these random shapes and put them together, and then it seems to randomly, you got to be able to place the symmetry line somewhere that you want to, it seems, rather than just giving you that symmetry in that weird place. I don't understand that, but that's a weird thing to end up with. Anyway, there's topology.